Hi, I'm Gene Krupa.
Hi, I'm Buddy Rich.
What up, brothers? What up, sisters? Welcome back, Cowboy Crew. Guys, today we're talking about 5 of the greatest wins in drumming history. Now, you might be asking yourself, what's a win? Isn't that sports, brother? What's he talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about when you just take home the dub. Maybe a certain accolade or a specific moment in time just cemented your name in history. You took home a dub, brother. That's a win. We're going to discuss 5 of them right now. And you might not be too surprised at this first one. I'm not going to lie. This is in no specific order, by the way. First up is Buddy Rich. And it was a specific moment in time back in 1966 on the Sammy Davis Jr. show where Gene Krupa and Buddy Rich did a drum battle. A live, nationally televised drum battle, brother. But it was a breakthrough moment for Buddy Rich. He was already famous at the time. This was the moment that cemented his legacy and really exposed him to a wider audience. To which he went on to lead big bands and do what he did in the 60s and 70s and just get more famous. But this moment right here was an epic dub for Mr. Rich and Gene Krupa, even though he was already around before Buddy. They did the drum battle and Buddy Rich was spitting. He was also known as like one of the first guys to do like this super fast stuff. You know, there was other guys doing it too, but Buddy Rich spearheaded that whole, I'm the fast drummer around here, brother. Gene Krupa was doing some 16th notes and just kind of chilling, and Buddy Rich came up and was like, just doing Buddy Rich stuff. So this is a notable epic win in drumming history for Mr. Buddy Rich. Next, John Bonham, 1973, Madison Square Garden, brother, Moby Dick drum solo. This right here, it's got to be the most epic drum solo ever. I remember hearing about this when I was like 6 years old, bro. And rightfully so, because John Bonham was an absolute savage. If you've never seen this solo, you have to. There's like a 15-minute video on YouTube. You got to watch it because this guy's an absolute madman, and doing the stuff he was doing in the 70s was pretty remarkable stuff, brother. This moment here has got to be the most epic dub in John Bonham's entire life history. It's got to be. John Bonham was already a famous drummer at the time. I mean, Led Zeppelin was popping off at this time, but this moment here definitely cemented John Bonham's legacy in the history books. This is amongst the first things people talk about when they mention John Bonham, the Moby Dick drum solo. And here it is live at Madison Square Garden in 1973. That brother took home a W. That's a clear dub. Karen Carpenter, 1968. Her first ever television appearance was on your All-American College show, and it was an absolutely epic moment for several reasons, but most notably, it launched her professional music journey. This was like when she really, you could say she made it.
They play jazz and they play blues, you name it. Right now they're going to play Dancing in the Street. From California State at Long Beach, the Dick Carpenter Trio. Here they are.
She was already known as a drummer beforehand, but here she busted out some vocal skills and people really, this was the first like public demonstration of what this girl can do. And being only 18 years old at the time, it was super impressive. People are still talking about this exact moment right here. There's videos floating around that are getting shared all over social media and getting talked about because it was that epic, brother. It's a dub. It's a trophy moment. This sister up here is crushing it. She then went on to just become one of the most iconic voices in all of music during that time. Also an honorable mention to Viola Smith, who paved the way before her, and Sheila E., who took the wheel after. Along with many other countless female drummers, y'all are epic legends. Karen Carpenter here was the one to note because this moment right here was just an epic win, man, and it's notable. Next is Tommy Lee. When Tommy Lee busted out the drum coaster, brother, in 1985 with Motley Crue. They had this big-ass drum coaster, and Tommy was going upside down and going over the crowd. Now, this was the first time a lot of people had seen anything like this. I'm not sure if he was the first drummer to do it. I think I read somewhere that Jack Valentine did it before, which I don't even really know who he is. But regardless, this was the first time it was like mainstream.
How the hell you doing tonight?
great! Well, you sound like you're doing fucking choice.
He's floating around the arena in this big ass drum coaster, and Tommy Lee's showmanship is top notch, so this was like perfectly in line with him.
Hey, check this shit out, man. Since we've been gone, Tacoma, I had this sick motherfucking dream one night.
I think he even got stuck up there one time. Chat, can you guys confirm that? Someone drop a comment. Did Tommy Lee get stuck upside down on his drum coaster? Either way, this is a clear dub. Whose ever idea this was, bravo, because it was cool. And then it sparked other people to do it. Joey Jordison did it. I think Travis Barker did it before. There's a bunch of other drummers that have done this since, and it's cool. But I feel like Tommy Lee really paved the way. Even if someone did it before him, he brought it to the mainstream because Motley Crue was huge and they had a lot of eyeballs on them. So when they go on tour and Tommy Lee's upside down on a roller coaster playing drums, talking to the crowd, "What's up, Tacoma?"
Are you fucking with me, Tacoma, or what? Are you with me, Tacoma?
You know what I'm saying? That's a dub. Give that man the trophy. That's a win. No one's touching that at that time. Tommy Lee. This is the last epic drumming win that we're looking at today. Tony Royster Jr. When brother was like 4 years old. I'm just kidding. I think he was like 12.
Alright, what I'm about to do right now is play a drum solo for you.
But man, we all know this video. I remember watching this when I was his age at the time. I was 12. I was jealous as hell, bro. I was like, how is this kid? Who is this kid? And what's he doing? And how do I do it? One of the most inspirational videos ever in terms of being a drummer, because you see a kid at that age, he was so small, dude. The snare drum was like up to his chin. The way he was playing in that video just inspired me and so many other people, man. Inspired all of us. If you play drums, you know that video. You watched that when you were young, and you were in absolute awe watching it like everyone else. Give that man the Super Bowl trophy for that. That was so dope. He even shouted out Tony Williams when he did that drum solo.
And in doing this drum solo, I would like to dedicate it in memory of the late, great Tony Williams.
So it was like paying homage to one of the greats. So I thought that was really cool, man. And Tony Royster now he's Tony Royster, you know. He went on after that to just become one of the absolute goats in drumming. So this moment right here definitely was a turning point for him, being at such a young age, but it definitely blew him up and got him well known in the drumming world to where now he's a staple. He's one of the most famous drummers in the world, rightfully so, and he's one of the best. So yeah, that was definitely a big win, and that moment's gonna live on for a very, very long time, brothers and sisters. Hope you guys liked this video. Please drop a comment if I missed any drumming wins in history. And if you guys want to see a part 2, I absolutely will make one. But please drop a comment, subscribe, like, share, blah, blah, blah. I'll see you guys in the next one, brothers and sisters. Have a good day. Peace. Mike Slap.